There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just want to say it's a nice house for a $5 tip.
You're welcome.
Fuck you.
What happened here with the tip culture in your country? So I was at a Starbucks, and at a Starbucks it's not premium high quality coffee and service. It's Starbucks. And the guy flipped the tablet and the standard was 25% tip, 25% on top of a coffee. What happened here? It's totally out of control. So Starbucks really, so my rule is where I stand in a line and I order something and there is no service. Why should I tip someone with no service? I mean, come on. If he's polite, if he's kind, okay, give it 5%, give it 10%. Maybe. It's rare. But don't tip in a Starbucks. I mean, don't get me wrong. So when we are in a restaurant and the service is pretty good, so I'm happy to tip 20, 30% when it's enormous good, but not in a Starbucks. Come on, let's get back to normality here. So no.
It's the fact of people like this. I mean, he's getting mad that somebody didn't tip him for a DoorDash, and he's already saying, oh, pissing your food, so on and so forth. Like, what are we talking about? You're telling me the only reason you're gonna treat someone nice is because of a tip? That, first off, is wild. And second off, it shouldn't be someone's responsibility to make sure you get paid. It should be the government's responsibility. The fact that minimum wage for waitresses and waiters are like freaking $2, $5 is sickening and should be wrong. It should be illegal. Because if you go to any other country, they don't accept tip. There's no such thing as tipping in other countries. They don't do that thing. Like it is only an American westernized thing. And it's because our government isn't doing their job. I mean, minimum wage is terrible. And the fact that waitresses and waiters get treated terribly and sometimes don't get tips is terrible. And that sucks. But y'all can't be blaming people who aren't tipping because y'all realize tips are just, they're not obligation, they're not mandatory. If someone had a bad service or they just didn't enjoy the food or the food was too expensive, why would they pay an extra $10, $20 for a tip? They wouldn't do that. And they shouldn't have to. The government should be paying everyone pretty well for a job that takes a lot of skill and patience, like being a waiter/waitress. But besides that, what
clips from the interviews spread rapidly across social media.
The bussers, bartenders, sometimes even the kitchen, it just depends on our sales.
Oh, well then I'm not going to tip you 20%. I'm just going to hand you this and you can keep it for yourself.
Yeah, so it doesn't really work that way. If you give me that $5 on 100, then I'm actually paying to serve you.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. You should blame the employer, not the customer.
Well, you're right in the fact that it's not necessarily your fault. You did take up my table for 2.5 hours, run me back and forth across the restaurant like 5 times, asked for 6 refills, 4 extra breads, the skin peeled off your salmon, the limes cut into squares so because they look better or whatever. So do you think that I would do all that for like an hourly wage?
Well, I just don't understand. Well, other countries do it and they provide good service.
Weird flex, but okay. Yeah, so you are at my table right in front of me. So why would it matter to you or I what happens in other countries?
I mean, if you got paid a hourly wage that's livable, why wouldn't you provide good service?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't do this job is the thing, because I think 90% of servers would actually quit. And like, why would we want to run across a restaurant with our head cut off, like literally dealing with 12 tables at a time, listening to you talk crap to me because your steak's not cooked right? Like, why are we going to deal with all that on weekends, holidays? I mean, it doesn't make sense. We're not going to do that for an hourly wage.
Okay, but people in retail and other jobs and stuff like that, they do it.
That's not even comparable. Like, just because we're in customer service does not mean that we have similar jobs in any way, shape, or form. So what am I?
A server.
And where do I work?
A restaurant.
So can we stay on topic, please?
Well, these employers in big companies are just ridiculous. They should be paying you, not us.
Yeah. So, first of all, that didn't make any sense. But second of all, you just sat down and ate at this restaurant, meaning you're paying the employer and big corporate companies that you're complaining about. So, what is... Really sticking it to the man, aren't you?
Okay. I think that's enough questions. Things are escalating. She doesn't understand.
So good job, tourists